All right, so it's Tuesday, 27th August 2024. I stayed up late last night looking at, feeling like I've made a mistake with what business bank account I set up, but they're all it's hard to navigate, and I probably made a fairly decent choice. Today I'm about to sign up to a very expensive course to teach me how to run my business, and I've put off signing the contract because it's a big investment for me and I don't have that much money. But it's the right decision, definitely. I looked at the reviews, they're good enough. And really it's just about putting the work in and conditioning myself to be an effective company owner. So yeah, just gonna crack on today. I'm actually looking forward to the day. A bit apprehensive, but looking forward to exercising, swimming, sauna. Looking forward to lunch. Looking forward to doing something better with my evening than what I did last night. I suppose looking forward to being a bit more creative with living a good life. Because I spent way too much of my life thinking what I didn't want to do rather than what I did want to do. And then I ended up doing what I didn't want to do, which is probably the fate of a lot of people, I imagine. So, it's not unique. If it's happened to me, then the likelihood is there's a lot of people who are kind of undergoing that same thing. So yeah, let's see if I can navigate a bit better and figure out really what I want to do and what those finite steps are. The minutiae, the minute details, just how to get there, basically. Peace. Alright, so I've got to keep these videos interesting, and to do that they've actually got to be valuable in some way. And so I suppose it's less heavy breathing and more, I suppose, speaking about the process and what I'm learning as I'm recovering from quite serious illness. Sorry about the cracks. If there's one thing I've learned from getting ill, it's that you can't lie about whether you're getting healthier or not. And the things I'm doing to get healthier conflict very much with public opinion currently, but that's shifting. And so if there's one positive about getting sick, is that for me personally, it wasn't half beneficial for diminishing the power of the BS that floats around human minds currently. It's like everybody is trying to indoctrinate you in a way to live their own life because it benefits them if you're more like them. But a successful society is made up by unique and productive individuals. And so there's so much value in us being different, all while abiding by the same laws and, by the same laws. It's like there needs to be rules that everybody abides by. But there also needs freedom of individuality. So you end up with this very fine line, which is constantly seeking balance. And I suppose it has to oscillate between those modes of controlled and free. the same is very much true for how I should be governing my life. I need systems in place which are controlled, and systems in place which are liberated and free to do as they please. Just to, basically be a balanced individual. Very much like the routine I'm doing now with this stretching. I'm following a set routine of, I think it's called sun salutation, but then I'm adding my own free expression points, I suppose, where I don't have to stay constrained within somebody else's idea as to what I should be doing. And within the balance of that, I kind of create some level of creativity within a structured system. And in the same way that in a society, I wouldn't want to branch too far out creatively if it extended to a position which it could become destructive. And the same would be true for society. The same would be true for this exercise. Because if I overextend within creativity, then I have the potential for injury. It's amazing how much hard work it is to relax as a human being. You got to tick all the boxes before it's even possible. I figure to become unique, I've got to become somebody who effectively listens to the communicative structure of my own being. And for so much of my life, I wasted my time seeking distractions from that kind of inner communication. It's a hard thing to talk about, that's why I keep dropping the ball. It's quite distracting. It's like, if you're going to listen to one person, make sure it's yourself. And I spent so long running away from that because I suppose I existed within an environment where nobody was willing to listen. And so you kind of become conditioned not to listen to yourself. And that is the greatest injustice I think that any animal could face. Because we're conditioned over millions or billions of years, if you count the microbe in the chain, to be able to address our own needs. And that's really what listening to yourself is about. Beyond the illusions, beyond the distractions, what is it that I really need? And at 30, I'm only just beginning to find out. You're right there, love. Good boy. Right, today it's going to be Funkadelic Maggot Brain. I'm finding it fascinating at the moment that every human being on planet Earth is born knowing absolutely nothing. And all we really are is an accumulation of instincts and what we've learned. And it's like the dark ages in history are really just the death of knowledge. I know personally that I'm indebted to all the people online who shared their knowledge with me, and the responsibility that brings. And how that should be fundamental to how I approach the rest of my life. That debt I hope I can repay it somehow. It's quite nice just to play a song and do some form of exercise for however long the song lasts. My shoulder is getting better. And at least I'll know when I do get fit that it was very humble beginnings that I started from. And that even when it got tough, I didn't give up. In fact, I learned how to gain something good from it. I've always felt pressured by fitness gurus to push. But for someone like me, that was terrible advice, because I'm always pushing. And if I'm dictated by others to push, I extend too far. If it's in your nature to push, the first principle is almost learning how to be disciplined. And I wish I'd known how to do that a bit earlier in my life. But I think discipline is about knowing what you actually need and knowing what you don't need. And having the strength or courage or whatever to navigate the space between those two extremes. Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, that's a very good analysis of the whole thing. Like, yeah, it's definitely because there's a weight to it, because it's important to me, because I want to make it work.
Yeah, you gotta make it work.
Yeah.
So, so Ted, what I'm gonna do then is, I think you already sent me the address, right, for your company address.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use that for the invoice. I'll make sure to send it within the next 30 minutes. Yeah, you can already sign the agreement then, and just let me know when. I think it's gonna be today. When you finalize the payment. If you need any help with it, I think it's gonna be a bank transfer then, or do you want to do it like credit card? What is the?
It's a debit. So.
Debit. Yeah. Transfer. Okay. I already sent you the details for that, I believe.
Yes. Let me double check that.
Oh, I didn't. I think. Oh, I'm gonna send it to you then as well. Gonna send the details. You have that. Just let me know when you're going to pay, so I can maybe like look if everything is going smoothly. And if you feel like you wanna just hop on a quick call, I can check whether later today I have just some spare time to cover that, to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Yeah, it's a shame because I would have liked to have gone through that information and.
We can still do that. Let me just check. You can just send me a message when you're ready to do it, like do the transfer and everything, and then I can see whether I can just free up like 15 minutes, like 10 minutes, right, like this right now. We can go over it again.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Nice one, Pim.
Right. Still working today, or?
No, I took it off.
Oh wait, you took a day off.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow working or?
Working, yeah.
Right.
But I'll do some in the morning and some in the evening.
Is it like full time at home that you work, or?
I can go into the office if I want, but there's a bit of freedom to it.
Yeah. So you rather stay more at home, right?
At the moment, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. That's perfect. You have a purpose now. You have a clear goal where you're working on,
Mm-hmm.
and at the meantime you can just do the work to gain some money, income,
Mm-hmm.
then slowly transfer to
Full-time ecom, yeah.
Yeah.
As quick as possible.
As quick as possible, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, perfect. Ted. We keep in touch. Like any questions that you have, just shoot me a message on WhatsApp.
Cool, man.
I'm gonna be available for that. Any more questions that you have right now? Anything you would like to discuss?
No, just get it over the line. Begin the process.
Yeah, sure.
And start enjoying it really, because it's been a bit painful at the beginning, I think, with the setting up the business, setting up my business account, transferring things. It's been a lot of brain power, I suppose, and I'm looking forward just to having the path. And
and the big advantage for you that is that normally we do those steps that you already did inside the mentorship. You see, now you're already like 1 week ahead, so that's perfect. You can already just get started with the coaches. You don't have to hassle more with setting up everything because you already have that. So that's perfect.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate your time, Pim.
Yeah. It was good to see you again, and I think we'll maybe talk later today. If you want to, that's all good.
I'll drop you a message, yeah.
Yeah. Drop me a message when you're ready. I think it was like what you say within the next 2 hours, right?
I think so, yeah. Roughly 2 hours. Hopefully no more.
Okay, so let's say, I'll shoot you a message like in 3 hours, or you can shoot me a message, and we'll be good to go.
Cool.
All right, man. Well, enjoy your day off then. For now.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some product research.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Did you already went to the gym? But I think because you work out 6 times a week, right?
No, I go late at night because it's less busy.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. True, true, true.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good time to go. Like 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when everyone is already at home.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, talk soon. And,
Chat to you in a bit.
bye bye.
Peace, bro. So just tried to transfer my director's loan to my own company, and then obviously faced loads of issues with that. Like my bank refused to pay it, and then I spent 20 minutes on the line to some guy at the bank who was really helpful. The name was Elliot. Big ups, Elliot. And then I think I've managed to transfer the money, but I've got to wait God knows how long for it to clear. So heavy on the brain power today. Just got to focus on relaxing. I'm finding it interesting that a lot of people in business say that speed is the most important thing in business. And I probably have no right to say this, but speed can't be, for me, the most important thing. You know, you can't quickly build a reputation. You can't really quickly build anything that's stable. And I think more importantly is, the faster you go, the more likely you are to crash. And I find a lot of these people who recommend speed are actually offering some type of financial service. And so it feels to me as if they tell their clients that speed is the most important thing. So their clients are more likely to make a rash decision, which is in the best interest of the person who's told you that speed is the most important factor in business. I cannot for the life of me believe that speed is the most important factor. It plays a role. Like, you want to be able to make effective decisions as quickly as possible, but not as quickly as possible. I'm going to approach this whole business game more like I'm going to be happy to be the tortoise. Oh, my shoulders are fucking... I'm looking forward to my content not having pops and cracks from my bastard body. But yes, the thing I'm going for here is, don't let people rush you into making a decision that's not in your own best interest. It's too easy to make a mistake and to damage your own reputation. And I'd argue that reputation must be more important than business, than speed. You want to be respected and loved, and you want people to understand that their life is going to improve if you play a role in it, and that you're worth their investment of time and capital. So for a man who knows nothing about a business really, I'm disputing speed as being important. And I think speed is offered by gurus who wish for you to make a mistake. And I feel like if I can control my pace, then I'm going to limit the amount of mistakes that I'm going to potentially make within the future. And that is the best outcome for myself and for most others, as far as I can tell. If I figure if the goal is to, above all else, to relax, to find a personal sense of safety in a chaotic and violent, potentially chaotic and violent world, if relaxation really is the key that provides access to spiritual wealth, maybe, then it kind of reframes the way I do everything. Because I think unconsciously, for whatever reason, and I think in some way I do understand those reasons, but only verbally, not so much experientially, I was doing the opposite, and I was maintaining for, basically 2 decades, from 7 to 27, I was maintaining a constant sense of dread and anxiety, just so I could feel safe, because I could feel them visibly, because I could see them visibly, and that made me feel safe. I mean, I'm going to have to refine that idea over years, but there's something in that needs to provide some type of structure for how I build my future. There's definitely something always rushing me back. And it's not the idea of calm. Definitely not feeling recording that today.